Seth Godin, this is marketing. You can't be seen until you learn to see. Dive into the world of marketing with Seth Godin's This is Marketing. You can't be seen until you learn to see, and discover how to navigate the ever-changing marketing landscape brought on by the digital age. The book covers a journey from the 1960s method of mass marketing to today's necessity for tailored, targeted approaches that resonate with prospects. Uncover the key strategies behind making the right product, reaching your ideal audience, and embracing the power of small, viable markets. Learn how your marketing efforts should begin with a deep understanding of people's emotional motivation and support the desires they hold while appealing to their personal values.
Mass marketing is dead. In the 1960s, the traditional approach to marketing was all about mass advertising to achieve mass saturation of the mass market with a mass message aimed at the widest possible audience. However, the rise of the internet has changed all that. With billions of people connected online, the internet is both the largest and the smallest medium in history. Mass advertising is no longer effective when everyone can curate their own version of the internet. The old way of marketing is dead, and a new approach is needed that embraces fragmentation rather than mass communication. The power and limitations of online advertising. Online advertising allows for precise targeting and measurement, but the overflow of ads makes it difficult for companies to stand out. As a result, many turn to search engine optimization, SEO, but success on the crowded search engine result pages is far from guaranteed. Marketing, needs, and desires. Effective marketing involves identifying people's underlying needs and desires and building products that fulfill them. Products are worth buying if they provide a compelling answer to deep-seated and emotionally resonant aspirations, such as adventure, belonging, connection, freedom, strength, and tranquility. The task of marketing is to persuade consumers that a product can fulfill their desires and guide the process of building products that speak to them with compelling, deliverable promises of fulfillment. Identifying your target audience. Effective marketing requires identifying your target audience. This involves understanding that different people have varying desires, definitions, and preferences. Therefore, your product will only appeal to a specific group of people, which you need to narrow down further. The two groups to consider are the adopters and adapters. Adopters are open to trying new things, while adapters prefer sticking with what they know. To maximize your marketing efforts, focus on the adopters as your initial target audience. They are much more likely to embrace your new product and help you establish a profitable market. Personal values in purchasing decisions. People's purchasing decisions are driven by personal values, which can be paired with opposites to form a spectrum. Safe marketing spots are overcrowded, so companies should consider moving towards the extremes that haven't been addressed yet or stake out a unique combination of values. This approach was successful for the Grateful Dead, who embraced both the raw and polished extremes of musical values to gain a die-hard following and become one of the most commercially successful bands in history. Companies can also cultivate a core group of fans for their products by staying true to their own unique values. Building a core fan base. Building a core fan base is an integral part of effective marketing. If you can find a set of individuals who share a similar worldview, you can lead them to your product. A tribe is a group of people who share a similar worldview. By telling stories that resonate with their worldview, you can create, connect, and lead tribes. Successful marketing involves making a promise in a language that your core fan base will understand. JCPenney's success story is an excellent example of this. They targeted bargain hunters, made a promise to them, and kept reinforcing that promise with symbols that bargain hunters could literally collect. Marketers who ignore their fans' shared worldview and symbols that speak to them may be putting their enterprise at risk. The underlying message is, when building a core fan base, embrace their worldview and the symbols they resonate with. Creating tension to sell. As a marketer, your challenge is to persuade your fans to buy your product by creating and relieving tension. To achieve this, you need to challenge the status of your tribe members regarding their relationship and position within the group hierarchy. You can create tension by raising the prospect of separation, which motivates people to keep up with their tribe. By adopting your product, your tribe's internal culture evolves, and your task is to broadcast this message. To do this, you need to send signals of popularity or dominance, depending on the type of tribe members. For people seeking affiliation, signals of popularity, such as busy trade show booths, attendance at your product's launch party by celebrities or renowned authors to write book blurbs, will create tension and signal that the tribe is embracing your product or service. On the other hand, people seeking dominance require signals of power, such as directly taking on conflicts with local governments, competitors, or even your own drivers. Such actions will signal to domination-oriented investors, customers, and employees that you are here to win and nothing will stop you. Building a bridge to the general public. To reach a larger audience beyond your initial fan base, you need to build a bridge that spans the gap between your adopter fans and the adapter general public. This gap can be narrowed with network effects, where a product or service becomes more useful as more people use it. Your initial fan base can help lead the way in expanding to a broader market, as they can convince others to join in through the positive feedback loop of network effects.
In conclusion, Godin's "This is Marketing" emphasizes the importance of deviating from the mass marketing approach that dominated the past. Today's marketing is focused on identifying and engaging with a viable, targeted audience that resonates with your product. This involves developing products that genuinely fulfill not just the needs, but the core desires and aspirations of your audience. Seek the right kind of adopters who embrace innovation and strive to belong in today's fast-paced world. Effective marketing starts from the design and manufacturing stage, progresses through identifying and understanding your target audience, and eventually builds bridges toward the mainstream. Thus, your marketing strategies should be well-crafted, competitive, and reflective of your audience's worldviews while tapping into the potential of tribe building, agile marketing techniques, and digital channels.